Today I woke up bright and early and said to myself, I think I'm gonna start trophy hunting. So I made a brand new PSN account with no trophies on it, and our first target is WWE 2K23. The 2K series has had its share of ups and downs over the years, but fans were pleasantly surprised with WWE 2K23, which became the highest rated game in the franchise. I felt this would be the most relevant place to start for my channel, and I also thought it'd be one of the quicker and easier games to platinum. Boy, am I a fucking dumbass. 64 trophies in WWE 2K23 are spread out through all of the game's modes: base game, My Rise Men and Women, Showcase mode, Universe mode, GM mode, and everyone's favorite, My Faction.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
So buckle up, folks. We're going for a ride. Our journey begins in Showcase mode, which is centered around and narrated by one of the most iconic wrestlers of all time, John Cena. There are over 15 matches within the Showcase, each one with their own set of objectives. Completing the very first objective rewards us with our first trophy, Basic Thugonomics. Oh, let's go, trophy earned. Only like 60-something more to go. Winning the first match and completing all of its objectives rewards us with the Hustle and Word Life trophies. To unlock the Loyalty trophy, we'll have to win every single match within Showcase mode, which is fairly easy to do, albeit time-consuming. But as the Showcase comes to a close, you're challenged to a bonus match by the invisible Super Cena. How friggin' clever. Beating Super Cena rewards you with the aptly named You Can't See Me trophy, and after completing every objective in every single match, we are rewarded with the final Showcase mode trophy, Respect. It better give... Yeah! Let's go! Off to a great start. I'm sure nothing will possibly go wrong. With Showcase in the books, we turn our attention to the fan-favorite Universe mode, which features 5 trophies of its own, all of which can be completed within Superstar mode. These are some of the easiest trophies to obtain because they all revolve around rivalries. The Step into Battle trophy is earned after entering your first rivalry, Battle of Rivals is unlocked after choosing a rival's action, and the Final Move is rewarded after choosing a rival's outcome. That's 3 trophies for doing a couple bullshit matches with Shanky. I am not complaining. Once your rivalry reaches 50 momentum or higher, you unlock the Irresistible Force, and finally winning the PLE match. Why PLE? Why not pay-per-view? Just call it pay-per-view. We call it pay-per-view forever. Just keep calling it that. Win that match to earn. To the winner go the spoils. Wow, this is going great. Time to ruin it. Our next target is My Faction, a mode where you collect superstar cards to create your ultimate supergroup, use in-game currency, which can be bought with real money, to open packs containing those superstars. It also contains the literal hardest trophy in the entire game, Faction Wars Champion, which requires you to win, say it with me now, 100 Faction Wars matches.
You can't keep getting away with it!
So a Faction Wars match is a 4v4 tag match against the CPU, and to be as nice about it as I possibly can, it absolutely f***ing sucks. I pushed that one to the side for a little bit to grab some of the easier My Faction trophies. Winning any match in My Faction awards you with the trophy Taste of Victory. That one's cake. Oh! Hey! Completing a daily challenge unlocks daily progress. Doing all 3 daily challenges will unlock champion for a day. And winning a limited time briefcase rewards you with Briefcase Winner. All of these can be unlocked within minutes of each other, so it gives you something to feel good about before everything turns to shit. Next up, it was time to tackle the towers. Completing a weekly tower will give us weekly winner, while completing a Proving Grounds tower unlocks a good start. We got Proving Grounds rewards. Oh! Speaking of Proving Grounds, finishing an entire chapter which consists of 5 individual towers, all with multiple matches per tower, will reward you with chapter and verse. Oh, thank God. Oh, I wasn't sure if I got it. It's pretty clear at this point, based on the amount of trophies, that 2K wants you to spend time in this mode. Like a lot of time. For example, in order to earn the Loyalty Confirmed trophy, you have to log into My Faction 5 separate days in a row. The mode also features intro challenges and lifetime challenges, which you complete over the course of playing My Faction. A Promising Start is rewarded for completing your first lifetime challenge. Journey of a Lifetime is rewarded for completing 15 challenges. 50. Oh, this is... Wait. What is that? And finishing all the intro challenges rewards you with Beginner's Luck. With the challenges done, only 2 My Faction trophies remained. It was time to go for the Never Felt More Alive trophy, which is rewarded for winning 10 live event matches. Live events are updated every few days and all feature different match types and scenarios. So after knocking out 10 of these and feeling pretty good about myself, this happened. Where's the trophy? What? Why is the trophy not popping up? So I got a few more wins, and a few more, and a few more, and still no trophy. This is the first time during the process where I thought I might actually give up this trophy hunt. I still had 100 My Faction matches to do. I've done over 20 live event matches and gotten no trophy. I was honestly seconds away from calling it when finally, oh my God. This game is so lucky. Oh my God, I was about to throw it out the window. Holy shit. 24 live event wins later, the gods smiled upon me and never felt more alive was unlocked. After nearly losing my mind and still having over 90 faction war matches yet to complete, I figured it was time to take a break from my faction for my sanity's sake and start on My GM. My GM puts you in charge of a WWE show from the booker's perspective, and much like Universe Mode, has 5 trophies of its own. These 5, however, were not quite as simple. Fatal 4-Way is earned upon completing a 4-brand season, which means taking 4 separate brands through 25 weeks each. I'm not a math guy, but that's a lot. Match work is a bit easier to get since it requires you to book all possible match types in a single season. At the end of each season, your GM will earn a Slammy, and collecting 10 of those Slammies rewards you with Pump Up the Slam. Brand management is earned after winning a season with all 5 brands: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT 2.0, and WCW. And finally, On Top of the Mountain unlocks if your brand is #1 in ratings after 3 seasons. All in all, you'll end up playing at least 8 to 10 seasons to unlock all the My GM trophies. Is it a grind? Yes. But is it worth it? No, absolutely not. It's not. It's not. By the way, I've only done 34 of my faction war matches, so we're doing great, guys. On to the mode that includes the largest amount of trophies at 17. It is My Rise time. My Rise is split into 2 separate stories, the Lock and the Legacy. In the Legacy, you're trying to live up to the success of your your aunt, and finish what she started. The Lock is, of course, the male alternative, where you're brought in to be the next big thing, or a lock, if you will. So naturally, there's only one person for that job, and it's Dwayne The Lock Johnson. After winning the Intercontinental Championship on your very first night, Shawn Michaels tells you he wants you to join up with a faction, giving you the choice of either Evolution, led by Randy Orton, or the Hurt Business, led by MVP. Joining Evolution unlocks the trophy Evolution Revolution, while joining the Hurt Business will give you Business Just Picked Up. So, if you were doing a normal playthrough and didn't create a cloud save before choosing a faction, you'll have to play through the Lock story all the way over again just to get the other trophy. Don't do that. On the Legacy side of things, you're also going to have to make choices that affect not only the story, but the trophy you obtain. Your first trophy, Choice and Consequences, comes in a main event match against your rival, Ava, where you can choose to either whack her with a chair or fight with honor. Use the chair, fight with honor. You know what? Give me the chair. Ah, and we got the trophy. Yeah. Later on in the story, you'll be put into a tag team with Ava in a classic Can They Coexist scenario where you're given a shot at the tag team Money in the Bank briefcase. Winning the match awards you with a briefcase built for 2. Bam! Now, as all teams do, you'll eventually come to a crossroads where you're forced to make a difficult choice. Choosing to turn on your annoying-ass tag team partner unlocks Drop the Baggage, while choosing to stay loyal will reward you with Unbreakable Bond. Again, one of these scenarios where a second playthrough is required if you didn't cloud save before making a choice. Back over to the Lock, and things haven't exactly worked out with your chosen faction. After losing your Intercontinental Championship, you call out Shawn Michaels to air your grievances. Things get a little heated, and you accidentally bump him off the side of the ring. This leads to HBK firing the Lock, which rewards you with Future Endeavored. Hey, here's your trophy. By the way, you have no job now. Fortunately for you, you meet up with your old buddy Tavish, who convinces you to take on the independent scene and stick it to WWE by competing in the Apex tournament in Japan. Winning this tournament unlocks the Apex Competitor Trophy and solidifies the Lock as a dangerous MFer. With a newfound confidence driving him forward, the Lock invades NXT UK to answer a challenge for the NXT UK title and Heritage Cup, and upon winning that match and pulling off the ultimate heist, you're rewarded with Stole the Show. Eventually, the Lock makes his return to WWE, where Shawn Michaels plans to make his life a living hell. Tavish suggests that you put together a faction of your own to help combat the enemies that you've accumulated over the last couple of months. Doing so will give you the chance to recruit 99 overall Roman Reigns to your faction, and after defeating the Usos in a 1-on-2 handicap match, the Honorary Us Trophy is unlocked. All right, give me that Honorary Us. Let's go. That was easy. Handicap. Psh, I do that in my sleep. Once you've chosen both faction members, locking in your choices rewards you with Leader of the Pack. Back to the Legacy, where you face off with Bianca Belair in the finals of the Queen's Crown Tournament, unlocking Fit for a Queen. Scepter. I hardly know her. Oh, there it is. Fit for a queen. But are you prepared for the swerve of all swerves as your own hot auntie steals the women's championship from under your nose? This kicks off a family rivalry that once again forces you to make a choice, this time to either embrace the future or confront the past, both unlocking the respective trophies, smack to the future, and blast to the past. Finally, you confront your auntie on the grandest stage of them all, capture the Women's Championship, and unlock a lasting legacy as you complete the Women's My Rise. But the lock says it's time to wrap up the men's story. After competing in a War Games match with your newfound faction, it's time for your WWE Championship opportunity at SummerSlam against Randy Orton. And once you put the Viper down for the 1, 2, 3, My Rise comes to a close. Or does it? Because just as you think it's over, Sami Zayn runs in to cash in Money in the Bank and spoil your celebration, but to no avail. The lock disposes of Sami Zayn, and we earn our final 2 My Rise trophies, Here to Stay and Lock and a Legend, for completing both stories. Now, throughout all this, I'd been slowly but surely completing Faction Wars matches, trying to finally hit that 100, but there's still a few loose ends we gotta tie up. All the remaining trophies in this game can be unlocked in regular play mode, such as Breathe Easy, which is winning a match without exhausting your stamina. Paid in Full, win a match after using both payback abilities. Winning a match without being stunned on Legend difficulty gets you a stunning achievement. Winning a match without giving up a 2 count rewards you with One's All You Get. A Natural Heal is unlocked by using a dirty move without being DQ'd. If you win a match without ever exiting the ring, you're rewarded with The Ring is Sacred. And kicking out of 3 high-intensity pins on Legend difficulty nets you the Nerves of Steel trophy. We are so close, I can smell it. A few of the remaining trophies are tied to specific superstars. For example, Unfinished Business, which unlocks by beating Brock Lesnar as Kofi Kingston on Legend difficulty. Get his ass. Get his ass. Count this man. Let's go. Justice for Kofi Kingston. That's what we needed. Oh, what the hell? I got, nope, not a fluke for that, but it didn't pop on the screen. What the hell? Stacked Like Corkwood is next, which requires you to hit a 2-person attitude adjustment as John Cena. And if you're able to beat Roman Reigns on Legend difficulty without using any paybacks, you unlock a new head of the table. Into the Creation Suite we go to unlock That's Random, which is rewarded after randomizing a created wrestler's parts. I think it said face part, and it said body part too, so I guess this counts as a part? Oh, it did! All right, that was easy. Creating an image and placing it on your wrestler will reward you with I Made This. And Here Comes the Boom is unlocked by creating a custom entrance with Pyro. Those might be the 3 easiest trophies in the whole game. Oh, speaking of easy, I never did the tutorial. Completing all the tutorial objectives rewards you with Teacher's Pet. 4 trophies left, and one of them is the Platinum itself. Let's effing go. Off to War Games, where winning a 4v4 with your team at a disadvantage nets you the new and vicious War Games. And if you happen to introduce 3 weapons into a War Games match, pillage and plunder is achieved, which can only mean one thing. 1 trophy remains to obtain the Platinum Faction Wars Champion. It was a long, hard road, full of trials and tribulations. It took every ounce of me, every bit of blood, sweat, and tears, but after fighting and scratching and clawing for hours and hours and hours on end, we reached the 100th match. Tab, let's go. All right. Oh my God, this, if I don't get it, I'm probably gonna scream. Champ, let's go! Platinum trophy. Oh my God. Suck my ass, my faction. Holy shit. They said it couldn't be done, but we have unlocked the Platinum trophy for WWE 2K23. It was quite the grind, but we finally have our first plat. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. It's something very different from a lot of my usual content, so if you enjoyed it, definitely hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. We are on the road to 2 million. Let me know down in the comments below which game we should platinum next, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!